Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings and peace, dear people of God. The long weekend holidays will get rare and scarce. The COVID scare is there. The call to have the second booster is out. Some statues and crosses in the Cathedral of St. Francis Xavier Keningau were damaged by a disturbed person. There are whispers in the air that the GE15 may happen in October. The Church is readying herself for the annual St. Anne's Feast at Bukit Mertajam, for the National Pre-Synod Report, and the September Season of Creation Year 3. Time waits for no man, yet we can choose wisely what we want or what we can reject. The voices are getting louder, times are here. How long would we be able to hold trying to face 2020's problems with 1980's solutions? We should stop looking for positives in disasters we face, be it rains or floods. This is not the type of creative thinking that we need. The disasters must be addressed through credible policy making rather than pure narrative management. We should stop doing jihad on the consequences of our disastrous management, but do the real jihad on the root causes. Malaysia is facing the connection of three fundamental problems, all related to human capital weaknesses: the brain drain issue, the education system crisis, and the governance crisis. The three reinforce each other to make us lose talents exponentially as the global data available over the years suggests. If all three remain unchecked, Malaysia is about to lose its lock, stock, and barrel. The destiny of a country is made at every point where the decision is made. Therefore, there's a simple thing we all can do. For example, exert a zero tolerance to corruption at the individual level in the form of personal unacceptance and unacceptance towards those whom we know to practice it, no matter how it is packaged or under which sauce it is presented to us: ethical, religious, political. Wrong is wrong. Even the church, the diocese, or the parishes ought to audit herself. We too suffer from many talented, skilled, trained persons who refrain from serving the church because of preferential treatment and poor leadership. We suffer from unencountered, unenlightened, unempowered Catholics and a community childish in faith and with a weak sense of church. We suffer from a church that is slow or reluctant to set up structures for community discernment, decision making and participation, and opportunities for individually powered missionary activity. Will we ever see this conversion? A thought for the week. A little bird was flying south for the winter. It was so cold, the bird froze and fell to the ground into a large field. While he was lying there, a cow came by and dropped some dung on him. As the frozen bird lay there in the pile of cow dung, he began to realize how warm he was. The dung was actually thawing him out. He lay there all warm and happy and soon began to sing for joy. A passing cat heard the bird singing and came to investigate. Following the sound, the cat discovered the bird under the pile of cow dung and promptly dug him out and ate him. The moral of the story: 1. Not everyone who shits on you is your enemy. 2. Not everyone who gets you out of shit is your friend. And 3. When you are in deep shit, it's best to keep your mouth shut. Announcements for this week. 1. The National Pre-Synod gathering was held on the 11th July last Monday, participated by 110 delegates from the 9 dioceses. Among the many concerns, some were: 1. The need for healing and reconciliation in the Church of the hurt, the distant, the neglected, and the forgotten. 2. The need to emphasize relationship rather than being preoccupied with programs and structures. 3. The need to return to the BC way of being church, to realize that it only takes 2 or 3 believers for the small churches in the world to rise in the tamans. 4. The need to renew the inactive and ineffective 70% to become missionary disciples. We are being reminded that the church is not a building, not structures, but people, the sinners and the sick, the field hospital, a shelter and refuge, and a fireplace. 2. The BEC seminar for leaders is on. The South Johore Vicariate BEC leadership will gather at MJD Center on the 16th of July. The focus is on the treasure within, the good treasure with the potential to produce good deeds. Is the BEC the treasure in the field, taken for granted, undiscovered, neglected, and written off? 3. The Herald and the Catholic Asian News, CAN News, in print form will be available in your parishes and subscribed form. Get a copy for your home. Discover the church in the world. Religion makes us renounce the world. Spirituality makes us live in God without renouncing us. Awareness brings change, people say. Note the events, the comments and views about us. Be not afraid. Bring into prayer to understand the ways of God. God bless you all. Have a great weekend.